good.
Is it a yes or no?
Okay, I think we're going to get started.
A cat? Yeah. A cat? Oh, yes, we are actually a cat tonight.
Oh, that's right. You're not your cat. No. Yeah, I was
So,
ready. This is your American Eye.
Helen and I are just going to make a couple remarks. We'd like to tell you a little bit about how we know Sarah, and just make a couple other different remarks. And then we're going to do a Blessing of the Rings kind of ceremony gathering. So I wrote up a little script because I don't trust myself to stay on track, so bear with me. I mentioned earlier that I know Sarah from working at Loyola, and I thought it might be a little more important that not just you know how I know her, but more my first memory of Sarah. Yeah. My first memory of Sarah was a little over 7 years ago. It had nothing to do with her face, her blue eyes, her blonde hair, her teeth. My first memory of Sarah Suker was her butt sticking up in the air. She was bent over, changing from her comfy boots to her high heel shoes. It was both of our first days at Loyola, November 2005. Wow. We met right afterwards in the elevator, the stars aligned, and we were friends from then. You knew that was coming.
So there's the stars and the moon.
The stars and the moon, all aligned in the shadows.
Nailed it.
So
Objection.
when I was kind of thinking about what to talk about tonight, it occurred to me that a lot of my friends, and Sarah probably most of all, know that I'm a big fan of picking random points throughout the year and reflecting on how much has happened over the span of that year, how different life was a year ago on that day that I lived. So in coming up to this big event of Sarah and Philip's wedding, I couldn't help but reflect on Sarah's past year. Just give you some major changing moments. Sarah.
Yes.
Last year, you had just gone on one of your most monumental, single, independent woman trips, solo, to Jackson Hole, Wyoming. By yourself.
Where's the moose, Helen? Get the moose out.
By yourself. Solo. Winner.
Yeah.
So you called me to say happy 2012 from a lodge in the mountains, somewhere way out west.
Yes.
Yes, I did. Fast forward, this year, you called me on New Year's to say happy 2013 and to tell me to officially mark my calendar for February 14th as you and your future husband had decided on an official date. It's a big change.
Big
change.
Big change.
A little different than before.
Alone in a
Big
cabin
change.
with a man in a cabin.
Not much to say.
This one involves the family. It occurred to me that last year at this time, Mama and Papa Suker did not have any children that were married. As of tomorrow, they will have 2.
Whoa. Yeah. Yes.
Well done. Last year at this time, I had never known my best friend to say the words, I went on a bike ride, or I
Bike ride.
Y'all know that was a 2.5 mile hike.
That's right.
She was telling me the whole way up that mountain that I'm wearing the wrong boots for this. I gotta get a Target. Oh my God.
It's the boots' fault.
I just got these boots. If this hike ruins these boots, you're buying me new boots.
Thanks, Phil.
We love that.
Sarah, last year at this time, if we're being perfectly honest, you and I were on the phone with each other at some point, probably multiple points, during the day, cursing Valentine's Day and all of its rotten, Cupid glory.
True story. Drinking
And
vodka, a whole bottle of kettle.
oh, how appropriate. Keep listening. And last year at this time, you were SRS. And although you and I can daydream with the best of them, our Alana moments, as we call them, We could not have predicted that the second S would be changing just 1 year later, nor could we have imagined what letter it would be changing to. This year, the famous SRS is changing to SRA, and Valentine's Day is now a day of celebration and love.
Yes.
Instead of you and I toasting to each other with cheap vodka on one of our respective couches, we're all now toasting to you and Phillip. So if we could do it- here is abundant blessings to you both as you celebrate life, hope, happiness, love, faith, friends, and family. Here's to the next year and all the years to come. Love you.
That was perfect.